Shalom, Brother Randy here. Well, it's been a hectic past couple of ways. It's been a hectic week out here, but the snow has definitely come down, and we're snowed in. We've been snowed in, but the idea is that everything is fine. The sheep and the goats, they're fine. As you see, they're back there eating up the storm right now, and just doing some general maintenance, making sure everything is okay. Even though butcher chicken today, but being inside and and just a lot of changes is going on in life, and things are beautiful. Everybody's fine. Everybody's healthy out here. But it's been on my mind and my spirit. A couple of months ago, a young man, a young brother, an elder in a ministry. He did a preaching. Elder Austin. He did a preaching on manhood. What does it mean to be a man? And when people start preaching on stuff like that, it really hits a chord. I mean, because he's going to bring the hammer. When somebody's going to preach on something like that, they're going to bring the hammer, and it's a personal thing. It's a personal thing to you, because if you think yourself to be a man, you're going to really tune in, and you're going to really personalize that message. You're going to really say, okay, well, where do I fit in that equation? Where do I fit, in the words that he is about to say? And it was very impactful because it brings about a sense of self-examination and self-conviction on what does it mean to be a man today. And we look out in society in the past, and we see real men, whether it's not our grandfathers or great grandfathers. We see men that were providers. We see men that didn't rely on others to provide for themselves or their families. We see men that went out and worked hard to produce something for their children. And, we fast forward to today, and we don't see we have many males, but we have few men that are being produced in society today. And, and it's said over and over and over again that you can't build a tribe, a community, or a nation with males or men that cannot produce with the labor of their hands, men that cannot think and have self-autonomy, men that don't have vision, that don't have passion, that don't have work ethic, that don't understand what real true friends are, real wealth is, real tangible asset. You can't produce or build anything with those kind of men. Fast forward to today. Again, there was a short clip on YouTube that Pastor put up of the men that built Straightway. And I'm looking at these men, and they all have a couple of things in common. Number one, they're all men because out in the world they were able to produce, to provide for themselves and their wives and their families. They had work ethic. They have real skills. They bring real tangible assets to the table. They produce more than they consume. Look at the video. I mean, and those are the type of people that are going to build, any nation, any tribe, or any community. You can't do it with anything less than that. Now, yeah, sure, many people have come and gone, but it is so important for you to understand that anybody can have a family. Anybody can get a woman pregnant, but it takes a real man to be able to house that woman, to provide for that woman securely. I know because I've done it, and I've done it in the past outside of the faith and inside of the faith. We have too many infidels running around in society today that can't do the basics to provide for themselves and their children. And it's a sad thing. It's a real sad thing when you look out and you see what's going on in this world today. We have a dumbed down population. They can't think for themselves. They can't reason or come to basic decisions for themselves. And I mean, it's definitely the fluoride. It's definitely the high fructose corn syrup. It's definitely all of these things that have inundated the minds of the people, where they can't, and they're simply incapable of doing these things themselves. And then you take into consideration the lack of males in the home today. I'll give myself an example again. By 17 years old, I was on my own, paying rent, working, providing a living for myself without any type of outside assistance whatsoever. Be it mother, because she wasn't there. Be it father, because he wasn't there. Grandparents, aunts, uncles, nieces, cousins, nephews, brothers, sisters. No, none of them wasn't there. And I had to go out there and I had to produce and make things happen for myself, because I understood through mentors and guiders and teachers and tutors and governors that I've been under all my life. I looked at them and they looked at me and they said, well, I'm going to teach you something because I see something special in you. And a lot of people didn't even have that, and I was blessed to even have that, and blessed to even have that in this day and age, to where I can refine and grow to be even a better man. But there must be some basis. There must be some inner drive. There must be some inner passion, inner spirit that drives you to want to be that way. And today we don't even have that. It's sad. It's really sad, because we lack also the need to make sacrifice. Now, I'm telling you, because I've done these things. You have to make sacrifices. You have to deny your flesh in order to produce and bring about the performance and the change in your life that's going to bear fruit. That not only that you and your family can benefit from, but others can benefit from as well. I look around and I see the result of sacrifice. I see the result of hard work. I see the result of initiative. I see the result of a spirit that operates in men, that operates in me. And without this spirit of truth, without this drive, this passion to be a man, we're not going to get, wow, they're shooting out here. Oh, I love that sound. I love that's the sound of freedom. But yeah, so you're gonna have to change your mind, and I say it over and over again. I don't know who has it worse, the men or the women, because women need a sense of security. They need a sense of stability, and if they don't have that, the situation can be very trying for them, especially if they're pregnant. But yeah, I know I'm firing off a lot of shots this morning, but it's the truth. It's the painful truth, and we need that, because in this day, if we don't understand and really get and grasp what it means to be a man, produce like a man, we're not going to make it. We're simply not going to make it. I'm going to include a link below of the two videos that I'm talking about. But definitely the last one of Pastor bringing out real men, real producers, men of value, men of character and honor. And I respect every single one of them. I love every single one of them, and I can learn from every single one of them. But yeah, that's the situation. You done heard the truth. Shalom.